Coming up on Good Morning Texas, Illuminate Austin shines a light on domestic abuse survivors.
And don't have a cow, rising beef prices affecting restaurants and customers.
And how to get your workout in the cold.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I'm John Ross Piedad.
And I'm Luana Solis. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Texas.
How are you doing this morning?
I am surprised I got up this early. This is the earliest I've ever been up in college, so it's very happy, kind of like exciting time for me.
Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, I hope you're up with the help of some coffee or something.
Yes, definitely. So the countdown to the project is quickly approaching as coordinators finalize the preparations for UT's largest day of community service. The project is where over 2,000 students, faculty, and staff, and alumni and community service volunteers collaborate to support local Austin neighborhoods. This year, the project is scheduled for Saturday, February 28th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Holly East Cesar Chavez Communities. To register to volunteer or for more information, visit the online website or email theproject.ut@gmail.com.
The second annual Illuminate Austin kicked off this past Saturday, which shed light on those affected by domestic violence and domestic abuse. Our Mariabel Santiago has more on this story.
A windy Saturday evening at Waller Park didn't stop Austinites from raising awareness on an important cause.
Probably the one person I would say that I would be supporting through this was probably my sister.
Hundreds of community members from around the Austin area come together tonight in support of those affected by sexual and domestic violence.
Illuminate Austin is the great opportunity to get a group of people out to give that message and to walk in solidarity to end violence.
Victims and supporters alike came together to celebrate those who survived and remember those they have lost.
I'm here today sponsoring this event because I don't want anybody else to have to face the pain that my beloved Betty's family did and all who loved her as I do.
The walk benefits Safe Place by providing prevention and educational programs around the Austin area.
I hope we'll have a lot of fun coming together to know that what one individual can't do alone, all of us together can. So I hope as we walk around this beautiful lake in Mueller and the lights shine out, so will the spirit to eradicate this scourge in our society.
Maribel Santiago, Good Morning Texas.
You know, Illuminate Austin seems like such a great event. Last semester I ended up working for an organization which was basically child advocacy. And, you know, you have all these issues that not a lot of people talk about, but it's totally prevalent in everyday life.
Definitely. This event really helps, you know, bring light to that, but also it's a fun way to do it. Like I saw people with tutus on there. It looked like everyone was having a really fun time and, you know, bringing light to an important cause.
Definitely.
If you or anyone you know is a victim of sexual or domestic abuse, you can call the 24-hour Safe Place hotline at 512-267-7233.
Meat prices are rising and it's hurting barbecue joints across Texas. Due to the shrinking size of cattle herds from Texas droughts, beef prices have increased 18.7% over the past year.
That's right, G and Ross. Some barbecue restaurants have had to decide where to raise their prices just to keep their business running smoothly. Rudy's Barbecue Vice President Pete Bassett said that he has had to push the other meat products like poultry and pork to try to keep the brisket prices in check.
Supplies have been limited, so as any economics major knows, when supply is low and demand is high, price goes up, and that's kind of been the cycle we've been in. Fortunately,
I don't know what I'd do without the protein in my life that is brisket.
I know. I would be very upset if my Chipotle bowls prices go up. I feel like I go there at least twice a week. I go all out. I put guac on that. I put meat on that. Sometimes I even go like half brisket, half meat. So this would really affect me.
Yeah, and that totally shows, you know, if you go from just a restaurant that serves only barbecue to something like Chipotle, you know, what are we going to do now? If you're looking for a space to start your own business, maybe we can help. I take you to one of Austin's leading startups, Real Massive. For those of you who are curious as to what it's like to work in an Austin startup, well, here's your chance to see.
Real Massive CEO Josh McClure tells us what it takes to get the job.
One of the best ways that you can qualify yourself to work for a startup is to start up, find a problem that you think needs to be solved, and if you're an engineer, you know, program something or build something. If you're a project manager, put a team together to solve some small problem.
The company provides real-time data on commercial real estate listings in 26 cities nationwide, and it's about to get real big.
We've had many millions of dollars in financing. We're sort of one of the hot startups of Austin, according to BuzzFeed and New York Times, etc. And we're talking with some of the top venture capitalists now in Silicon Valley, and it's been a really fun ride to get here. We're looking for people who are entrepreneurial, like to take on big challenges. And we're looking for young, bright people.
The Help Center and
We spoke to recent grads in the marketing department about what tasks they typically take on.
everything.
We do. So we do a lot of marketing focused stuff, media, SEO related things, inbound marketing and content writing. And then in addition to that, we just help out across different areas of the company, wherever.
Real Massive was listed as one of Austin Business Journal's best places to work in Central Texas, and here's why.
What do you think makes your company different? And, you know, if you spoke to an employee, what would they say makes it awesome?
I would say in one word, it's love. Everybody here really enjoys everybody else here, and so we're really working for our friends.
I think a lot of it has to do with the culture here and the co-founders. They really lead the group in activities where we do things after work and during work. We play ping pong.
John Rospiadat, Good Morning, Texas.
You know what, Luana, I had the greatest time spending the afternoon at Real Massive because, you know, it just shows me what kind of different work environments look like, and there's a lot of options for us after college.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, the real estate business is booming here in Austin. I feel like people are coming in all the time. When I was in high school, I didn't know what ACL or South by Southwest is, but now everyone comes in and so many people are moving in. It's crazy to see the city grow so much.
Definitely. And you know what, like, when we talk about real estate, it seems really intimidating, but you know, they actually told us that they were really impressed with the communications people and who were interned in and came in and did a really good job, so they got hired. And so you never know.
That's a good shout out for us comm majors over here. Well, stay tuned. Coming up next, a look at this week's weather forecast.
You're watching Good Morning Texas. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have Marissa Martinez in the News and Weather Center. What's happening in the news this week, Marissa?
Thanks, Jan Ross. Last night, the jury for the American Sniper murder trial found Eddie Ray Ruth guilty of capital murder in the shooting deaths of Chris Kyle and Chad Littlefield. Immediately after the verdict was read, Judge Jason Cashin condemned Ruth to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Ruth confessed to shooting Kyle and Littlefield shortly after his arrest following the incident on February 2nd in 2013. The trial has received widespread attention as the Oscar-nominated film American Sniper grossed over $400 million in ticket sales across the U.S. As we near the end of the month, school projects, midterms, and papers may begin to start piling up. If you're stressed out, well, a new Austin Salt Therapy Center is here in Colorado and is here in Austin. Colorado-based mother and daughter Trish Arnold and Sabrina Gibson partner up to open Austin's first salt therapy center titled Breathe It In Salt Rooms in North Austin. Arnold discovered the benefits of salt therapy when using the therapy to treat her son's eczema. Salt therapy is 100% natural and can also help improve irritation in the lining of the nose and lungs for better breathing. Texas is one of the 21 states in the U.S. that offer salt therapy in this type of setting. Local malls in the U.S. are changing up security and preparing for possible terrorist attacks. A video was released by a terrorist group by the name of Al-Shabaab, which is the same group responsible for the attack on the mall in Kenya in 2013, which killed more than 60 people. The video specifically targets the Mall of America in Minnesota, but major malls across the country are also preparing for attack. While the law enforcement for Mall of America says they do not see any credible threat from the video, they are still taking immediate security measures for safety. That's you guys' news for this morning. Back to you.
Thanks, Marissa. That is just awful, about the malls. You want to go to the mall to have a good time with your friends, pick out good stuff, and to be in danger going to this place is just something terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a part of my childhood, living in the Philippines and, having terrorist groups around. Sometimes you just can't go to the mall.
I know, but in lighter news, the spa thing looks really fun. I would definitely want to do that. Sometimes I feel so stressed. I think that it would be nice to go to a spa and get pampered.
Oh, definitely, and knowing about all the stuff that salt can do to your skin and stuff, it's amazing. I spent the summer in Salzburg, and that's kind of where the salt mine started up, and so I was like,
it's a great exfoliator,
right?
Let me tell you. And how's the weather looking this week, Marissa?
Well, don't bust out those shorts just yet, Austinites, because it looks like you'll be needing those heavy coats and boots for a few more days. Today's high is 60 degrees, but the weather will be lower during the day with a low of 33 degrees and a 20% chance of showers in the morning. Be sure to wear any and all winter wear because winds will be traveling at 10 to 15 miles per hour. While Thursday will be partly sunny, highs will be in the low 50s with wind gusts at 15 to 20 miles per hour. While there is no chance of rain, it will get even colder in the evening with a low of 30 degrees. And don't get too excited with that partly sunny forecast, guys, because Friday will be cloudy all day and even colder than the previous days with a high of 46 and a low of 35, with winds going at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Things won't warm up Saturday, but things will get a bit wet with a 40% chance of showers on Saturday and 60% chance on Sunday. Saturday will be cold and rainy with a high of 48 and a low of 45, while Sunday is going to be a bit warmer with a high of 69 and a low of 60. However, it's not looking too sunny in the forecast, so I would recommend a light jacket to go with your umbrella and rain boots. That's all for the weather, guys. Back to you.
Thank you again, Marissa. Well, can't say I'm too happy about this weather. All these layers, it's hard to remember to put all these things on. Plus, it's my birthday this weekend.
Oh my God.
So I wanted it to be a little sunny, go out with my parents, but I guess we'll stay in and eat some great food. Lots of beef.
Have an almost happy birthday, Luana.
Thanks.
My goodness. And when we return, a cool way to stay fit.
Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas.
Well, it's the last week of February, but the windy chill is still here. With the almost freezing weather we've had, you're probably wondering about ways to work out in the cold. So we visited a local ice rink to try it out. We're here at Chaparral Ice to show you how skating can be a fun way to stay fit.
That's right, you can start at any age, at any time. Are you ready?
Let's go.
First the earth cooled and then I started skating. That's how long ago it was. But actually I started as a teenager and I skated competitively for several years, and back in those days you could not get paid to coach at the same time when you were competing. So I skated for a few years and then I turned professional and started teaching skating lessons, and that was in the Dallas area. And I've been here in the Austin area since 1992. But we teach from ages 3 through adult and from beginner levels all the way through double and triple jumps.
It was a good activity and we were looking for something to do. Wanted to get him moving and away from the TV. So they had a starter class where he was initially really afraid of it, but they threw the stuffed animals on the rink and said, go get them. And he didn't know how to, and he figured it out. So he hasn't stopped.
I want to be an Olympian ice skater.
UT students are actually allowed to come Saturday at noon to try out ice skating. So tell me, how has your experience been so far?
It's been great. I was looking for a new hobby for my new year, and I went to UT informal classes, and here I am. I like it.
We got a one-on-one lesson with Kathy herself to learn a few basic moves on the ice.
When we're on the ice, we keep our hands in front of us, kind of like they're on a table out in front of you. And you want to keep your weight slightly forward. We're going to bend our knees just a little bit, and instead of trying to push our feet, we're actually going to march. And we're going to concentrate on keeping our weight right in the middle of our blades. So let's turn around this way. I hate to turn our back to the camera, but we're going to do that anyway. Turn around here, and we're going to march out this way.
After learning how to travel, next comes the 2-foot slide. And we ended the lesson with a little bit of a twist.
Well, that's it for today. My feet are killing me and my hands are definitely freezing.
I know, but you know what? I feel a lot more confident on the ice, and I hope everybody has some sort of learning experience like this.
Now, Chaparral Ice is in the running for a big contest called Hockeyville USA. With enough nominations, they can win $150,000 worth of arena equipment. So find out how to help on our Facebook page and Twitter.
That was so fun, let me tell you. When we were doing the little thing.
Yeah, the traveling thing. Yeah.
No, that was definitely a really fun experience. Everyone should go try it out. I'm a big lover of ice skating. I watched the Ice Princess movie. So ever since then, I'm like, I'm going to be an ice skater. Never happened, but you know, the dream's still there.
Yeah, and I'm definitely like a huge fan of figure skating and ice dance. Like I know like pretty much all the main players, but I'm not really good on the ice. So what I said was true. I feel a lot more confident right now.
That's great, you know, and I'm so happy that we got to experience that. So coming up next, are you graduating soon? We've got a graduation bucket list for those whose time at UT is running out. Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas. With graduation just a couple of months away, students are putting their efforts into securing jobs and completing their last couple of credits they need. But let's hope they don't forget to make the best of the rest of their time at UT and enjoy it. To help create, we've helped create a UT bucket list of activities that everyone should do before they graduate.
And that's a really good idea to do it like 3 months beforehand right now, because once it's like a month away, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I've never been here.
Yes, definitely, and you can just go through them real quick if you can.
Definitely,
But,
yeah. So our first one is watch a live studio performance at GMTX Studios, and that's right at the Below Center. I'm not sure if you could always just go in. I think it's always best to call and find out, but you know, the stuff they hear on the radio, usually if they have a band come in, is actually live.
They're super nice. They came to talk to us for one of the clubs I'm in, and I'm sure if you just shoot them an email, they'll definitely let you come and check it out. The second one is check out the view from the top of the tower. Now this I've actually never done. I've actually never even been in that main building. So this is something I'm probably gonna have to do before I graduate.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's you make a reservation essentially, and you go all the way up. So you get a really nice view of things, but it's caged in. So you wouldn't expect like, you know, you wouldn't expect it to be like, oh, open air. No. The third one is go see one of every sports game. So see one game of every sports game. So football, basketball, soccer, volleyball, swimming, even ping pong or
and
Quidditch.
Maybe rugby, you know?
Yeah, those are great
yes,
sports.
Definitely. I've gone to the conventional ones, but I've always wanted to go to the Harry Potter one. What is that one called?
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
That's what I said.
So fun. Do they have like a little gold thing they throw
No, it's
around?
actually a person. The snitch is a person that runs around, and if you catch him, you get 150
I definitely have to check this out. So our next one is to visit all the museums here in Austin, the Blanton, the Harry, so just check them out. I mean, I'm not a big museum person, but hey.
Oh my goodness, those are my favorite places. And the thing is, when you go, it's free right now while you're a student. If you're an alumni, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you know, the Harry Ransom Center has Alice in Wonderland right now, complete exhibit of all his stuff, Lewis Carroll's stuff, and the Blanton is just a beautiful place to be. The next is to study in every library on campus, which, like you said earlier, you've never been in the main building. The main building, Life Sciences Library, is my favorite.
I can never, like, I will go hang out just to check it out. I can never study at a library because I'm just like really loud and like clunky. I feel like everyone's looking at me. Like I get out a water bottle and I make so much noise, so I can't.
I'm sure like there's a clunky part of the library that works, like the 5th floor of the PCL.
That's my place to be.
Or maybe go to one where no one ever goes, so you're not going to bother anyone, you know. The next is see a live show at the Cactus Cafe, which is actually at the Texas Union, and you know they have a bar there. They have a tiny little stage, but some iconic people have played there throughout the years. So have you been there?
No, I haven't. Man, I haven't done anything. But I've seen it when I go to Starbucks, like right there.
Right, that's exactly where it is.
After my weekly Joe, you know, just check it out. So. The next one is midnight bowling at the Union. Actually, I have done this.
Really?
It's very fun. I'm like a terrible bowler, but you know. I enjoy it.
It's fine. No, it's kind of cool when it glows at night, and they actually have an extra room back where the lanes are where you can actually just sit and study, and it's really good ambiance. So if you ever tried that. The next is get a picture with Bevo or a hookum, you know?
I did that one.
Really?
Yes. I was covering something. It was an event, and he was there, and I had a couple of free minutes. I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? And we actually ended up doing a photo shoot, which was really fun.
That's amazing. I thought we were talking about the real Bevo, and the last time I saw him was he was like driving by in his little caravan down the street, and that was it.
Just kidding.
No, either. Both totally count. There's multiple Bevos.
I don't want to get near like the real one.
It's like really scary. I don't think so, but all right. The next one is be a part of a student film. So we have a lot of great creativity around campus. You don't even really need to be a film major, but you know, acting, helping out around set. I'm sure you have a friend who's starting a student film.
And if you know any RTF majors, by their junior year, they're begging you to be in them. One of my friends, I actually was in her little short film, and I had to be a homeless person. So I was like, I'm gonna be very hobo chic with this look. So I was homeless, but like super cute while I was doing it. It was really fun.
Oh my gosh, kudos to you.
The next one is learn about the statues on campus. This I really don't know anything about.
Really? Well, there's a lot of history about it. And the last is try queso at every Tex-Mex place around campus. And that is a feat.
I will enjoy doing that, let me tell you.
I know. So those are all on our list. That's all we've got for this morning. So for more GMTX throughout the week, you can follow us on Twitter at GoodMorningTX. And thanks for starting your morning with us. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, totally.